I'm Scott Brown with Green Wind and Other Home Energies. Now what you're looking at here is I think like 36 LED lights sitting on top of the male Jeep. And up there is the wind turbine made out of the Slurpie motor that we did on the AC motor conversion with Boomer. And that last little prop I made in the shop. And it's up on a piece of conduit. Got a pretty thick limb or lip on the edge of the roof up here. 2 clamps and a bungee cord around it to hold it. And it goes down to a hole in the bumper. Anyway, right now we're running straight into the LEDs. The LEDs are basically keeping the voltage down. The strange thing is this is a 6-volt light and it's running about 3.2 volts and it kind of doesn't want to go any higher than that. But when I open up the connections on it, she runs up there well above 13, 14 volts, no problem. I imagine the current isn't very much and it doesn't deliver much. But it stays right at about 3.2 volts when the wind is kicking good and drops down, and the light will actually run when it gets down to about 1 and 1.5 volts, and it pulses real slow. I'm hoping the wind will die down here in just a second so we can show you that. Anyway, let's get a little bit of, I'll use the light right here. I'll use it to shine up there so you can see. Kind of get a strobing effect, which is pretty cool. That's a PVC pipe reducer. The motor goes down inside it. You can see I put a slit in the bottom where the wires come out. And then I wedged a bunch of wood around it. And that's about it for right now. A couple holes with tie wraps hold it together. And I took the angle grinder down here at the bottom. I mean at the very end, and I cut a slot in the bottom and the top, and I put a piece of plywood in there. See if we can get a better view of that. There we are. Sorry the video is so dark and a little shaky. I'm working with 2 hands. See, 3.3 volts. It doesn't go any higher. 3.4. Doesn't want to go up much higher than that. Now I'm going to make another connection here. There, that's the batteries inside here. Right now they're kind of getting charged up at the same time. Alright, back to the normal lining. A little bit better color. A little adjustment on here. Still running about this. I've seen it get up as far as 5.75 volts. Which the 4 batteries inside here are supposed to get up to about 6 volts, and usually a regular battery or AA runs right up around anywhere from 1.5 up to about 1.8 when they're new. So I figure I got about enough room with 4 batteries in here to get up to as far as 8 voltage. This thing was quite dead. Anyway, we're going to go to open voltage by shutting this off. Get a few more voltage. Okay, there we are, kind of cruising down on the lower wind. We're looking at 7, 8.4, and it cruises. You'll see it get up to right around 13 volts or so. I don't have much battery, so I do have to make this quick. Thought the wind was going to die out right there. The wind is wild, and this is why you can't take it to straight in and use it. Well, there's 13, almost 14 volts right there. Just definitely charging voltage. I think the wind right here is right at about 10 miles an hour when it's up there. Well, anyway, so much for a little Slurpie motor. The only problem is this thing cogs so hard that it doesn't want to start up even in a 10 mile an hour wind. I have to give it a little push with a board. Anyway, I call this the Slurpie 104, which is 104 centimeters for the blade. That's 3 foot 5 inches. Doing pretty nice. On a day when I get some 15 mile an hour winds, I imagine she'll charge it really nice. I figure the voltage is pretty low and the amperage isn't very much. I guess that's why the voltage stayed down so low on the LED light over here. I'm going to try to slow this thing down so you can actually watch the magnets pass the coils. Alright, so it's still on open voltage. And you can see each time this thing blinks, that's a magnet passing the coils. That's running straight to the LED lights. There's no battery running this or anything. I see the frame rate's making it look funny on the camera. Slowing it back down by giving it a drain. This thing's blinking a lot faster than what it's showing on the camera. Oh, couldn't get it to die down completely. Looks pretty bright compared to the street lights, especially on the camera. Lots of fun. Oh, it might get it to die out. Nope, not quite. The wind wouldn't let it down. There we go. The frame rate on the camera makes it look like it's 30 frames per second. When it gets close to 30, it looks like it's blinking real slow. Definitely kicking. Not bad for a Slurpie motor and 4 magnets, a prop and a couple pieces of PVC, dial bridge rectifier. I could probably run this on AC and do a wonderful job. I got enough room to come out here and use the light up there. Well, I'm gonna have to stall it on my own. Where's my board? Good shape. There we go, we stalled it. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a push and let it get started. Watch this blink as it starts up. I got it going really slow. That's actual blink rate from what I see on the camera. It doesn't take long to pick up. Once I get it started, she'll keep on going. Yep, back up to where she was before. It looks like she's reading 2.8 volts actually, but that's because it's draining the current and knocking the voltage down. Diodes do a pretty wonderful thing. They're non-linear devices. They don't start conducting until they get to a certain voltage, and they won't go any higher than that. They start draining more current, so they act more like a voltage regulator. Anyway, I'm Scott Brown with Green Wind and Other Home Energies. Many good things to you and yours. Ooh, pretty. Almost looks like a spaceship pulsing. We're up at about 14 volts, open voltage. We'll go ahead and let this thing run out and see what it does. I think I got the prop about optimized. I might have to make the prop just a little shorter to give it a little faster RPM, bring the voltage up a little more. And that would make startup a little harder too. But once I get the prop going, it stays going. It doesn't want to drop down in the lower winds or anything. So you take care. Many good things to you and yours. I'm Scott Brown, Green Wind and Other Home Energies. Side shot of it. At this angle you can actually see the prop. Take care. Many good things to you and yours. I'm Scott Brown, Green Wind and Other Home Energies. Many good things to you and yours. I'm Scott Brown, Green Wind and Other Home Energies.